against the Ike.
And we're getting right into it in this game number 1. We got, again, SuperGirlKels playing Sonic, Yez, the Ike on Smashville to start off this game.
I think we're going to be seeing a lot of Smashville.
Yeah.
In this set.
Imagine we're going to see a lot of, Smashville, maybe some Final Destination, maybe some Kalos, flatter stages like that.
If I'm Yez, I'm not taking Kels to Kalos.
And I'm seeing if I could avoid it, yes. But if I'm Kels and I do have counterpick, that's exactly where I'm taking it if Yes doesn't ban. But right now we're seeing Kels getting off to a pretty hot start, but right away, okay, I thought that was actually going to be a spike. But right away, Yes putting on some damage to make a bit of a comeback. But here's the Edgar opportunity. Fantastic Edgar. Going so deep off that right side of the stage to get that KO.
That was hella deep. I think the thing that is really going to stifle Yez here is that he's not going to get many opportunities to get a solid hit on Kels' Sonic. You're gonna have to take every single opportunity that you get as an Ike and convert that into a kill, but it's going to be very, very difficult.
Oh, unless she's doing stuff like that. That was a very, very poor recovery from SuperGirlKels, but if you are Yez, you will take that any day of the week. And
definitely.
Just like that, the game is basically tied up.
Yeah, anytime a Sonic player SDs, an Angel gets its wings.
That's a good way of putting it.
I actually like Sonic. Let me not. But
that's a good way of putting it. Right now, like you said, pretty dead even game right now. Only about 18% or so separating these two players. And you kind of just said you think Ike might kind of struggle to get some hits, and I think we're kind of sort of seeing that right here.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of these interactions where Yez might be able, like right there, Yez is going to be able to get some hits in, but it's not going to lead to much. And then we go back to this neutral, which is definitely going to be a slog for both of these players, honestly, because Kels absolutely does not want to get hit by that sword. Like Ike's damage output when he gets a hold of you is insane. So Kels is definitely going to want to take control of this game, and that's pretty much what she's done so far. Only 10% between them, and as I'm saying that. A little near to back air.
Yeah, one more thing about neutral. I do feel like Ike kind of has to commit more to his options, with the exception of neutral air, really. I feel like most of his options in neutral are things he has to commit to. On the other hand, Sonic with SuperGirlKels, you don't really have to commit to anything hard. You can spin dash. If you don't like what's happened, you can either jump out of it or turn back around. And obviously with that Sonic speed that this character has, again, you just don't have to commit too hard to anything.
Yeah, you still have to make the right decisions, but you definitely don't have to. Oh wow, he just went over there and got it, and we saw how much time he spent on that middle platform. Kels was, trying to fake him out and trying to do something there. Yez just said, it's screw it. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna hit you.
Oh boy, watch your shield. Oh, one more hit like that, and that shield would have been gone. But right now, Yez, losing his stock. Kels, both of these stocks have gone back to back, just hit for hit. One person loses the stock, and the next person dies immediately after. So really close game we're having right now in this game 1.
Yeah, and I think the offstage game for Kels is going to be really, really important for the rest of this set. If Yez can't make it back, he has no other options. Like Ike's recovery is very linear.
Oh boy. Okay, Yez, you're crazy. I think he was going for a 2-frame with the ether there to try to spike Kels down, but couldn't quite get it. But I liked the idea.
And this is what I'm talking about. When Ike does get a hold of you, that damage output is nuts.
Yeah,
Kels is already at 95%.
And it feels like she's only been hit like 5 or 6 times.
That's why this matchup doesn't seem like it's too difficult. No, there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah, using the dash attack to punish. I think she was trying to charge up the spin dash there and getting punished with that sweet spot of that dash attack. That dash attack with even a smidge of rage is so deadly. I've seen people lose stocks like 80, like 75 before, depending on the amount of rage that Ike has. So I'm not too surprised that actually KO'd.
And I think the big thing here to consider is that we saw actually another interaction that was just like this. Kels was on the right side of the stage, and she was sort of in that corner, waiting for an opportunity to move in on Yez. And Yez was just like, what, screw this. I'm not gonna wait for you to come at me. Just gonna go over there. I'm gonna get my damage. This time it was just a straight up kill, and I don't think she was expecting that dash attack to come out when it did.
No, I actually don't think that she might not have expected it to hit as high as it did, because Kels was in the air and was
She did jump.
She did jump. She was pretty high up in the air when that hit, so that is one thing you definitely got to worry about when you are fighting Ike. That dash attack, even though it's relatively slow and punishable, if it does hit you, you kept bringing it up. When Ike gets his hands on you, the damage output and the knockback is absolutely crazy, so I don't think we're going to see Kels kind of get fooled by that again. Very smart player. I don't think we're going
For
to get
sure.
fooled by that again. But if I'm Yez, again, I take that every day of the week.
Yeah, we'll see what the adaptations are going to be from both of these players. I don't think that game really sets the stage for either one of them to sort of take like a commanding lead. Like that was a pretty close game, and the big thing is who's going to win the war of attrition, right? Because I mean, we've played against Sonic before. We understand how those sets can go. Those sets, the neutral can be very, very difficult to navigate. So we'll see if Yez has the stamina to keep up with Kels throughout the rest of this set. This is a best of 5. Anything can happen.
Yeah, and you do got to remember that first stock SuperGirlKels did actually SD or had a really bad recovery or whatever you want to call it there. So that can come into that can factor into this next match if she can't hold on to her stocks. But I think right now we're just doing some counter picks. I think I see Town and City up in the box in the corner there. Wait, we have counter pick technology here. Wait, hold
we have
up.
Counter pick technology. The production.
We got this production though. I didn't even see that until just now.
You see the render on that confetti?
Yo,
that's not cheap. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That is realistic confetti. That's not that can't be stock footage. They had to have got that.
They made that. 100% they made that.
ABB pulls out all the stops, bro. Every time.
But legit, I didn't even notice we had the counter pick display technology up in that right corner there. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. I think we are getting
more confetti, bro. Let's
more
go.
Confetti right when the match starts, and we are getting started in this game too. No character switches from either player, and we are going. Yes, we are going to Town and City. A lot of a much bigger stage. I do like it for both of these characters. It gives SuperGirlKels a lot more room to kind of run around and play defensively if she opts to do that. But on the other hand, it does give Ike and Yez those platforms to extend his nair into up air combos for some early kills off the top. So let's see who can take advantage of the stage even faster.
Yeah, Yez is gonna want to take advantage of the fact that Kels isn't doing a ton of approaching right now.
Yeah.
As I say this, he starts to get pieced up. But I think the important thing here is he needs to take control of this match if he wants to win, because otherwise it's going to be very, very difficult for him to even get any opportunities. Like right there, for example, Kels can cancel that spin dash into whatever. Yeah, the mix-ups are gonna be crazy too. That's why I'm thinking like this is definitely not the end. Like that first game without that SD looks a lot different for Kels and for Yez.
100%. And again, we brought it up earlier. Like Sonic doesn't have to commit as hard as Ike does in the character's options. Obviously, you can cancel out the spin dash, you can jump away from the spin dash, stuff like that. Whereas Ike, you really just have nair to approach, and all of your other options like forward tilt, dash attack, back air are relatively high committal. But once you touch Sonic once, you can do what 40-50 damage to death sometimes. So it's going to be really interesting to see how far Yez can take every hit that he gets, because he's not going to get too many.
Yeah, and we're starting to see Kels mix up the timings for her moves. Yez is doing this thing where right now he's throwing out a hitbox in anticipation of Kels being there, because you can't react to Sonic, especially not in this environment. So what he's trying to do is take advantage of those giant hitboxes that Ike has, and throwing those out and hoping that there's going to be something blue in there when he swings the sword, right?
But with all that being said, Kels has to hurry up and take this stock, because Ike with 159% rage is deadly and can do things just like that. Those platforms on Town and City are going to become so important in this matchup, like we just saw. And just like that, it looked like Yez was kind of getting body bagged, but now he has the lead.
Yeah, and I think that's again one of those situations where Yez has taken advantage of the little opportunities that he's getting. I've always been told, when you fight against Sonic, you're not gonna win when they're spinning around. You have to get them when they're landing and after they do something. And you see, I think he tried to do that again, but the back air came out super quick.
But here we go, dead even stocks once again. This game definitely looked like it was going to be totally in Kels' favor if that first, opening 2 minutes wasn't any indication. But Yez keeping his composure, being able to come back, has only a slight deficit right now. But again, like, the hits are going to be so hard for Ike to get against a character like Sonic, who is just so good at, that was a weird interaction, who's just so good at maneuvering around the stage and stuff like that.
That was a weird interaction. And then again, he's just catching her mostly out of the air. Ike using that air superiority that he has, those aerials are, you know, say what you will about their frame data, but they're huge and they're strong, and you can do stuff like that off of them. 78%. Kels is that off of like nothing.
Yeah, I like that delayed recovery from Kels. She knows if she recovers too early, she will get spiked by that ether if she does. If she tries to up a little bit too early. So I like that delayed reaction from her. But right now, again, it really looked like early on, Yez was gonna be kind of on the back foot, playing from behind, but he has to lead right now.
Yeah, and you know, we talked about how Ike has to commit a lot more, but the things that Yez is doing right now, they're very, I don't want to say non-committal because it's still like you're gonna have to deal with that end lag, but he's making sure that he's not getting caught in a really bad position after swinging. You know what I mean? He's keeping his distance and trying to maintain that stage control.
Jeez, no way. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, no, but that move is nuts. Listen, it would not surprise me.
Wow. Yo, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I know. After
and again, we see that FA.
I'm pretty sure after like the Min patch, they buffed Ether to like a stupid amount of power.
Yeah. Well, Sonic's received some buffs.
Yeah.
Over the patches, right? They made some will say that his up air didn't work before the more recent patches.
Yeah.
So they made that a more viable option for comboing, which is nice for Sonic mains. But yeah, Ike has definitely received some changes that have completely changed how the character plays.
Yeah, 100%. And oh my god, and Yez has a lot of momentum right now. Went for that killing down air, couldn't quite get it. I do love that deep option from him. Was a little bit, pulled the trigger a little bit too early on it though. That definitely would have taken the game. Going for it again. Again, he's going for those ethers right on the ledge. Because I think if Kels recovers a little bit too early, she will get clipped and spiked by it.
Yeah, and it's like worst case scenario, you're just on the ledge. Like best case scenario, you get basically a free stock. Yeah.
But again, he has unfortunate recovery. I think he might have pulled the trigger a little bit too late there. Wasn't too sure. But
had to air dodge to avoid the spring. That's what it was.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That was actually really smart by Kels to throw the spring off stage like that.
Because a lot of the time when you have projectiles to throw off stage, as we see Yez not quite get that. A lot of the time when you throw projectiles off stage, it's not about hitting the projectile, but it's about forcing the opponent to react to the projectile and then punishing whatever their reaction to it is. In that case, Yez air dodged and lost his stock for it. But regardless, it's about one nair up air away from really winning this game.
Yeah, I think one more big hit, honestly. If I'm Kels, I don't really want to be in the corner against this guy because fair, back air are going to be huge issues. Aether is going to be a huge issue.
Yeah, Aether off the ledge will definitely KO at this point. And yeah, Kels not approaching. We do have, a minute and 40 or so seconds left, yet a timeout can possibly be on the table for Yez if Kels does still opt to play defensively. But on the ledge,
no, that's not going to time. That's not going to time at all. Oh, man.
She made one mistake, and that costed her the game.
Yeah, one mistake of going off stage in that position, and that Ike's down air goes directly through the stage there, and that spike hitbox is actually very easy to hit.
Yeah.
When you're on stage. So shout out Yez for catching that, but I was fully prepared to see that match go to time. I think that Yez is doing a really good job of being patient against Kels' Sonic.
And when you're fighting against a Sonic, it's so easy to kind of fall into the trap of just wanting to be over-aggressive and suffocating because of how just annoying the character is. But good job for Yez to just keep their composure, to not fall for those traps, and again, just to stay patient and wait for his opportunities.
Yeah, I think he's gonna probably keep the same game plan. Stick to the platforms, stay away from Sonic as much as you can, and try not to commit like that because this is what happens. You get put in the blender.
Yep, 56% off of one missed option. You can't let that
all
happen.
that was an up tilt. No, you absolutely cannot. And Kels is starting to turn it up now.
I think something woke her up because 0 to 109, 0 to death.
She called it out.
Stock, she called out that jump so hard with that forward smash. Yeah, I think she woke up.
Yeah, better late than never, right?
Yep.
Definitely a completely different Sonic. This, she was Sonic 06 Sonic in the first two games. This is like Sonic Mania Sonic, right?
Sonic Mania. That's a good one. That's a good one. But right now, oh my god, Yez almost bringing the stock all the way back. That definitely would have been a kill if he managed to land that forward air, but couldn't quite get it. And just like that, getting put right back into the blender by SuperGirlKels. Already laughing in percent. Ooh,
and I think
hard-ass read.
Taking the stock so early from Yez is actually huge for Kels, especially considering that she didn't take much damage. Now Yez is in a position where he has to have more of a sense of urgency. Going into this, we saw Yez taking his time and sort of waiting for Kels to approach, but now he's got to do something because he can get timed out. He's just now taking that first stock.
Almost what, a minute, 2 minutes into this game. And to kind of further on to your point there, when you're playing from behind, you no longer control the pace of the match. And in the first 2 games, when the game was either tied or Yez was in the lead, we saw him just play really defensively, kind of, I don't want to say camping out, but not really approaching as much as he really could have, just waiting for Kels to make herself open, because he was able to do that because he had the lead or the game was tied. But now when you're this far behind, you have to play the aggressor, as we see Kels get a spike gimp right there. And this is looking like a completely different set right now.
Yeah, this has been a complete 180 from Kels, and you see that basically all she had to do was make sure that Yez couldn't be comfortable, whether that was off stage or coming back onto stage. We saw that first stock taken by an F smash read because he was using the quick draw on stage. We saw another stock get taken just from the spring, throwing that off stage. But I wouldn't call this over yet.
Oh no,
let's not call this for Kels yet, because I saw red sparks on that last hit, and that's definitely not something you want to see if you want to maintain a lead.
But Ike, just like all the other heavies, you never want to count them out until the game is actually over, because even with a little bit of rage like he has right now, this character becomes like 10 times more deadly. Nair up air might actually KO right now if you can still land that combo. Ooh, went for the eruption on the ledge, couldn't quite get it, but did get, I think that was a forward tilt?
Yeah, F tilt. That was huge. That's one of those times where your opponent is throwing out an option at the ledge that's probably gonna kill you, and it doesn't. So you say, "Oh, I need to roll, or I need to neutral get up really quick. I need to punish this," and then Yez had time for it.
But yeah, don't really mind this lead. Yez, if you landed that, I would have had to leave the stream. He went for that forward smash. I would have had to leave the stream.
Like, oh god, my face is all scrunched up just at the thought of that. All Kels needs to do is get like one back air to close this out.
But you know what? If Yez manages to get one good nair on those platforms, he could definitely get a KO. See how this goes. This is really an even game. Don't care about the percents right now. Don't even look at the percentages right now. This is a dead even game.
I haven't looked at the percentages since the game came out. I turned that off.
Did you turn that off?
Can you? I'm pretty sure you can.
I have no clue. I really couldn't tell you, bro.
There's a lot of like weird options. Like you can turn off how many stocks you have, I think.
Yeah. It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird. But like Yez at 171%, Kels still unable to get this KO. Good quick draw to bring you back on stage. Yez at 183 has max rage right now. I'm clenching up, Zambo.
Yeah, I don't know what to say here, man. This is one of those situations where both of these players are very close to death, but Kels has been in control this entire time. Yeah,
that quick draw on stage was so bad. Like Kels could have punished it, but chose not to.
There's actually a set distance where you basically have no lag from that quick draw, and I think Yez is doing that on purpose to try and bait Kels into using a laggy option so that he can,
That could be true as well.
Put in work.
Well. Now I wonder if an ether from the ledge will actually KO Kels at this point.
I don't know.
54, but 215. I don't know.
This is. It's like Kels is getting everything except for what she needs, right?
Yeah.
Like she's definitely getting her hits in, but oh no, this could be bad.
Yeah. Like, will an ether KO from here?
I don't know.
With 220 rage?
If I'm Yez, I might want to find out.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is just to take the set.
Yeah. Well, that's game. That should be game. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Michelle's finally putting herself on the board with that Game 3 victory. But one thing I've been seeing from Kels, and I feel like that kind of led her to losing the first 2 games, and it happened just now, she's keeping Yez alive for way too long. She'll get a big lead of 50, 60, 70%, but she's unable to actually KO Yez, which allows Yez to just slowly bring it back. And with Ike, you only need, what, 3-4 hits to do 50%?
Yeah, for
so
sure.
She's letting him live a little bit too long.
I think the difficult part about that is we saw it, you know, we saw it at the end of that game where she still has to go for certain things that are going to kill, right? So sometimes you just got to take what you can get damage wise, but you know, a back air or a forward air at the ledge would have killed way earlier than we saw Yez live. But the issue with that is if Yez isn't giving you that, if you're not able to get that, then you put yourself in a position where you might be overextending yourself. And against a character like Ike, where it only takes a couple hits to kill you, that's bad. So it's a difficult situation to be Sonic. I think you just sort of have to wait it out and let everything marinate, let everything sizzle, and then when it's done, take the bite that you need.
That's I don't even. I have no idea what the hell that analogy even meant, bro.
Bro, listen, if you hadn't said anything, we would have been good.
I have no idea.
Why you can't let me cook? Bro. I can't cook.
I'm just gonna ignore that. Anyways, Kels, finally putting yourself on the form with the Game 3 victory. We are now the set count is now 2-1 for Supergirl. Sorry for Yez. Like you can see on your screen, we do not have the counter pick in quite yet. My brain is fried because of whatever the hell you just said, Zambo, about the cooking. I don't even know what that was.
My bad, bro. I'm just trying to do my thing, just trying to entertain the masses.
My brain is no longer functioning.
That wasn't even that bad. I've definitely said worse on commentary, but
oh my goodness.
Just going back to that confetti for a second, you think they had that commissioned, or you think they did that in house? Because
honestly, the ABP people are very, very talented. I'm sure one of them got that done.
Yeah.
They're all very talented. I'm sure one of them knows how to do that. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what stage they're gonna go to. Are we gonna see Town and City again? Because it looks pretty good.
If I'm Yez, or if I'm Kels, I'm probably banning Battlefield.
Yeah.
Probably maybe PS2 I'm banning. Because maybe I want to avoid platforms at all costs if I'm Kels. Oh, Smash Bros. Okay.
Yeah.
One singular platform. Okay.
Yeah, because as much as PS2 is like the people's stage, I think what you're gonna want here, if you're Yez at least, you're just gonna want less space between you and Sonic, so that it's not you can get up on Sonic quicker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But give them no place to run.
We are going back to Smashville. I think this is what Game 1 was played on. Game 1 or Game 2 was played on. Again, up 2-1 over SuperGirlKels. If he takes his victory, he will move on to winners finals, and Kels just fighting for her winner's side life at the moment. That was a really good catch with that ether on the ledge there.
Yeah, and I think that might be, going back to when we're talking about the stages, this is probably what Yez wants to do. Kels, we've seen it pretty much the entire set. Kels is going to be in situations where she's going to be charging in the corner like that. Yez wants to be able to make it so that's not a safe option. Make it so that that's not a place where you can sit back and think like, okay, what do I need to do? Make her approach. Yeah,
and again, this game is just opening up really, really even. Only 9% separating both of these two players. But Zambo, I gotta say, when percents are tied, I really feel like you have to say that the Ike is winning. That was crazy. But just based on the fact that it's going to be so much easier for him to get KOs, like we saw right there, than it is for Kels.
There, man. Yep. And I was actually worried for Kels when I saw that neutral be getting charged so much, because people don't realize this, but that hitbox when it's fully charged is enormous. So you have to shield that on get up, otherwise you're still going to get hit.
Yeah. And I've seen that move kill ridiculously early, like a lot of Ike's other moves too. So really good shield there from Kels. That doing whatever they can to hold on to this lead.
Yeah, that could have been a lot worse for Yez actually, because you see the spring come out and then he has to ether on stage. Yeah, that could have been way worse. So now Kels is sort of changing up the game plan.
Yeah, for sure. We're seeing Kels, I think, opt to play a bit more defensively right now. Even though she does have a stock deficit. Oh, never mind. She's turning off the heat right now.
Yeah, I think
she switched up.
She switched up a little bit. She realized that Yez waiting for her to, you know, sit back and charge and do whatever she needs to do, especially in the corner. But Kels has gotta bait him into approaching with something unsafe, and I think we're starting to see more of that. But Yez already has 88% and a stock, bro.
I think I'm starting to see Kels maybe get a little bit impatient and start to pick a lot, like, way more aggressive options that she's consistently getting punished for.
Yez is broken through the wall. That's really what it is. There's nowhere. If Yez is like in center stage, there's nowhere safe for Kels to go, because Yez is making sure that she's not getting to him without getting hit or without having to navigate around those big hitboxes.
Good grab on the ledge here. Gonna get a good combo, 34% already, and putting Kels in an offstage situation. If I'm Yez, that's exactly what I want to do. Keep putting her off stage to try to get a 2-frame with that down there like we saw in game 2.
Yeah, make it difficult.
Yeah.
If your opponent can't even recover comfortably,
yeah,
that's super rough, because then so many more aspects of your play can suffer. Like, think about how hard it is to get off ledge already. Now you have to contend with the fact that you might not even get to ledge.
And again, there's a consistent theme we've seen in all of these games so far, as Kels is able to get Yez up to 140, 150 plus, but just can't find that finishing blow. But Yez, not quite. Eruption. Oh, you know what? He stalled it a little bit, waited for Kels to either jump or roll onto the ledge and pulled the trigger, but the spacing was a little bit off. But I really do like that option from Yez, even though it missed. Tried to go for a dash attack, couldn't get it. 169, finally taking that first stock, but Yez still sitting pretty with 2 stocks. Kels on her last one, and that should be game, set, and match for Yez, taking that 3-1 over SuperGirlKels and Zambo, bro. That was kind of rough.